Oklahoma has an extensive history of observing sizable primate-like beings that have a resemblance to the often mentioned Sasquatch or Bigfoot. The majority of these tales arise in the hilly eastern regions of the state. However, sightings are also associated with locales along or near Oklahoma's main rivers. A place that has a historical record of reports regarding mysterious humanoid beings is the Cheyenne and Arapaho tribe trust grounds in Canadian County, situated to the west of Oklahoma City. Russell Lumpmouth, an Arapaho tribe member, took 2 images in November of 2000 that seemed to show a Sasquatch-like figure. Based on his testimony, he and a number of colleagues were engaged in tidying up following an open-air tribal event. The supervisor approached the trash on foot, which was a short distance away from their vehicles, in order to take a picture with it. Lumpmouth trailed behind, carrying a borrowed digital camera. While observing through the viewfinder and capturing the image, he observed the presence of a shadowy being in the backdrop, discernible through openings in the foliage that were in line with his viewpoint. Out of curiosity, he took a second photograph as the guy turned and left. The men refrained from commencing a pursuit. The photographs were reproduced on premium 8x10 picture paper of superior quality. According to Lumpmouth, the office secretary expressed that the photographs caused her distress, leading to the deletion of the data from the computer. In February 2001, a Power Macintosh scanner was used to duplicate the prints. The portions of the photos that include the subject were scanned at a high resolution. The primary inquiry that emerged revolved around the potentiality of a deception. Comparison images were acquired around 13 months after the initial photographs were captured to aid in evaluating the proportional dimensions of the subject. The subject's placement behind a unique little tree was important for evaluation considerations. Photographs were captured with a human model placed in close proximity to the little tree in order to obtain a cautious approximation of the subject's dimensions. The first shot is cropped to show the subject facing the camera at a 3/4 anterior angle. The visage, partially concealed by a leaf in the foreground, displays a seemingly sunken right eye. The lighter area surrounding the socket may indicate the existence of a projecting supraorbital ridge, which extends to prominent frontal and zygomatic processes. These regions may have less hair, resulting in the skin appearing brighter under direct sunlight. The visage appears to have a significant height in comparison to the neurocranium, accompanied by robust mandibles. The head is positioned significantly lower, with the chin noticeably below the height of the shoulders. The head and upper torso are inclined forward. The facial profile exhibits a somewhat lacking curvature, however precise facial features remain undetermined. The left arm appears to be robust, and the person exhibits a muscular, barrel-shaped body. The presence of visible abdominal muscles may suggest the presence of sparse or short hair in that area of the body. The posterior of the creature is conspicuous, displaying a distinctive feature of habitual bipedal stance in hominins. A somewhat exposed muscular thigh is visible amidst the grass. Any corroborating evidence for the existence of a species like the Sasquatch necessitates meticulous evaluation. In this particular situation, according to the characteristics of the photos, there are only 2 possible interpretations. Either the photos are an authentic documentation of a species that has not been acknowledged before, or the pictures are a deliberate deception. The photographer's conduct does not align with the typical behavior of a hoaxer, as most individuals engaging in such activities are usually driven by a craving for publicity or financial gain. If the subject of the Oklahoma photo is indeed a person dressed in a gorilla suit, it seems quite likely that someone of immense size was enlisted to execute the hoax, donning a specially tailored outfit. Nevertheless, considering the similarities in physical structure between the subjects from Oklahoma and California, as well as the size and proportions of the individual photographed in Oklahoma, it is most logical to suggest that the photographic evidence provided here lends support to the hypothesis that an unidentified species of primate exists in North America. Mysterious creature captured by trail camera. In the dimly lit expanse of the night woods, an unexpected figure appears. The figure, crouched and unmistakably humanoid, is believed by many to be a Bigfoot, one of the most elusive and debated creatures in modern folklore. Trail cameras, also known as game cameras, are commonly used by hunters, wildlife enthusiasts, and researchers to monitor animal activity in remote areas. Equipped with motion sensors and night vision capabilities, these cameras are ideal for capturing images of nocturnal wildlife without disturbing their natural behaviors. In this particular instance, a hunter had set up several trail cameras in a secluded forest, known for its dense vegetation and sparse human activity, hoping to capture images of deer or other local wildlife. During the night, one of the trail cameras triggered, capturing an image that would soon become the subject of intense scrutiny and debate. Upon reviewing the footage the next morning, the individual was stunned to find the silhouette of a large, crouched figure. Unlike any known animal, the figure appeared to be humanoid, with a bulky frame, long limbs, and covered in dark fur. The images captured by the trail camera show a creature approximately 7 to 8 feet tall when standing, judging by the surrounding vegetation. Its posture is crouched, suggesting a moment of stillness or an attempt to remain concealed. The body appears muscular and robust, covered in thick, dark fur. The arms are notably long, extending well past the knees, a characteristic often reported in Bigfoot sightings. The creature's crouched position might indicate several behavioral contexts. It could be foraging, observing its surroundings, or even attempting to avoid detection by staying low. This position aligns with numerous eyewitness accounts of Bigfoot sightings, where the creature is often described as cautious and aware of its environment. The images quickly gained attention after the individual shared them with local wildlife experts and researchers. The public reaction was a mix of fascination and skepticism. For enthusiasts and believers, the images provided compelling evidence supporting the existence of Bigfoot. Researchers and specialists in the study of creatures like Bigfoot conducted detailed analyses of the images. Noted researchers pointed out the proportional differences between the creature in the image and known wildlife species. They highlighted the limb length, muscle definition, and posture as distinct from those of bears or other large mammals in the region. While the primary interpretation of the images leans towards Bigfoot, alternative explanations have been proposed. Some experts suggested that the figure could be a known animal caught at an unusual angle, leading to misidentification. Others posited the possibility of a human hoax, although the remote location and the camera's time-stamped automatic functionality made this less likely. The trail camera images reignited the debate over Bigfoot's existence. They provided a modern piece of potential evidence that could be analyzed with contemporary technology. This incident highlights the role of technology in these types of investigations, offering tools to capture and scrutinize evidence in ways that were not possible in the past. The pregnant Bigfoot. Sightings of this elusive bipedal ape-like creature have been reported across North America for decades, yet definitive proof remains elusive. However, in 2023, an extraordinary event occurred in the dense forests of Washington state. A man named James Whitaker captured a clear photograph of what appeared to be a pregnant Bigfoot, tenderly holding its stomach. Mr. Whitaker described that he was exploring a remote section of forest in Washington state. The area was far from any human habitation, and Whitaker had ventured deep into the woods, hoping to capture images of his dog in the region's woodland. Equipped with his Canon camera, he was prepared for a day ahead of him. However, nothing could have prepared him for what he was about to encounter. As Whitaker moved quietly through the forest, his dog refused to move, and he noted that this was something his dog had never done before. It was at this point that he noticed an unusual movement in a clearing ahead. Carefully advancing, he saw a large, hairy figure partially obscured by trees. Initially thinking it might be a bear, Whitaker raised his camera and zoomed in. What he saw through the lens left him speechless. The figure was unmistakably humanoid, covered in dark hair, and stood approximately 8 feet tall. Its most striking feature was its swollen abdomen, which it cradled with one large hand. The man quickly snapped a photograph before the creature noticed his presence. It looked directly at him for a brief moment, before turning and disappearing into the forest. Upon returning home, Whitaker reviewed the images. This photograph, which was the clearest, showed the creature in sharp detail. Its face, though partially hidden by fur, had distinct features, deep-set eyes, a pronounced brow ridge, and a broad, flat nose. The creature's abdomen was clearly enlarged, suggesting pregnancy, and its hand rested gently on its stomach, a gesture that conveyed a sense of tenderness and awareness. When Whitaker's photograph was made public, it quickly gained traction online, sparking widespread interest and debate. Enthusiasts hailed the images as some of the best evidence yet for the existence of Bigfoot, particularly the notion of a pregnant female, which suggested a thriving, reproducing population. Skeptics, however, remained cautious, calling for more evidence and questioning the plausibility of such a creature remaining undiscovered in modern times. People outside of the Bigfoot community had a mixed response. While some said that this photograph is much clearer than 99% of Bigfoot photographs, others said that it was too clear and suggested it was a fake. Numerous Bigfoot researchers expressed their frustration with this, saying that skeptics consistently want higher quality photographs, but when this happens, they immediately dismiss them as fake due to them being too clear. Many compared this to the Bigfoot that was captured on the Patterson-Gimlin film. One of the primary arguments for the creature in the Patterson-Gimlin film being female is the presence of what appears to be an enlarged chest. The figure's chest shows two prominent pendulous masses that move naturally with its gait, suggesting mammary glands. Anthropologists and primatologists have noted that the depiction of such anatomical features would be difficult to fabricate convincingly, especially given the technology and materials available in 1967. The idea of Bigfoot, particularly a pregnant female, continues to captivate the human imagination. Whitaker's photographs and others like it reignite public interest in the mystery of Bigfoot and the broader question of what other unknown creatures might inhabit our world. The Bigfoot River Encounter. In the serene and tranquil setting of a golf course at an undisclosed location, an ordinary day took an extraordinary turn when a man, simply seeking leisure and sport, inadvertently captured a moment that has since sparked considerable intrigue and debate. As the man approached the green, he noticed movement out of the corner of his eye. Turning towards the river, he saw what appeared to be a large, hairy figure moving through the water. At first, he thought it might be a bear, but the creature's upright posture and bipedal gait quickly dispelled that notion. Realizing the potential significance of what he was witnessing, the man instinctively reached for his phone and began taking photographs. The creature, which stood approximately 7 to 8 feet tall, had dark brown fur covering its body. It moved with a fluidity and grace that seemed almost human, but its sheer size and appearance were anything but. The creature paused briefly, as if sensing it was being watched, before continuing its crossing and disappearing into the dense forest on the other side of the river. The man's photograph was clear and detailed, capturing the creature mid-stride as it waded through the river. The image showed a broad-shouldered figure with long arms and a muscular build. When the photograph was shared to Bigfoot groups, they were quickly shared. For many believers, the photographs provided compelling evidence supporting the existence of Bigfoot. Bigfoot caught on trail camera hiding behind a deer. Trail cameras, or game cameras, are a popular tool among hunters, researchers, and wildlife enthusiasts for monitoring animal activity in remote areas. Equipped with motion sensors and night vision capabilities, these cameras capture images and videos without disturbing the natural behavior of animals. In this particular case, an unknown individual had set up several trail cameras in a secluded forest, hoping to study the nocturnal habits of deer. During the night, one of these trail cameras was triggered by movement. The next morning, as they reviewed the footage, they were stunned by what he saw. The camera had captured a large, crouched figure hiding behind a deer. The creature's body was partially obscured, but its large, muscular frame and glowing eyes were clearly visible in the infrared light of the camera. The deer appeared unaware of the creature's presence, adding an eerie quality to the images. The trail camera images showed a creature approximately 7 to 8 feet tall when standing, based on the surrounding vegetation and the height of the deer. In its crouched position, the creature's bulk was evident, with broad shoulders and long limbs that extended beyond its knees. The fur covering its body was dark and dense, blending into the shadows of the forest. The most striking feature, however, was its eyes. Reflecting the infrared light, the eyes glowed with an intense, almost unnatural brightness, suggesting nocturnal adaptation. The creature's crouched position behind the deer suggested a deliberate attempt to remain hidden. This posture, combined with the deer's obliviousness, indicated a high level of stealth and intelligence. Such behavior is consistent with numerous eyewitness accounts of Bigfoot, which describe the creature as being both curious and cautious, often observing humans and animals from a concealed vantage point. The proportional differences that were highlighted, such as the long arms and broad shoulders, and the glowing eyes, which are a common characteristic in nocturnal animals, but unusual in known primates. Interestingly, many also pointed out that the creature's behavior, hiding behind a deer and remaining motionless, which many said was indicative of a high level of intelligence and an understanding of concealment. These traits, combined with the physical characteristics, suggested that the creature could indeed be a Bigfoot. Mysterious creature caught on North Carolina trail camera. An exceptional game camera photograph captured in North Carolina reveals a very distinct image of a mysterious bipedal creature that several individuals speculate could potentially be Bigfoot. The intriguing photograph allegedly surfaced earlier this week through a Reddit post by an individual who asserted to have serendipitously come upon the picture on the internet. Aside from the claim that the shot was captured by a game camera in North Carolina, the details surrounding the image remain a mystery. However, the photograph generated significant internet debate regarding its authenticity and, if proven real, the identity of the peculiar species. Therefore, certain individuals have proposed that the peculiar creature captured in the photograph is the mythical Bigfoot, maybe gazing downwards in a manner that conceals its head. Some have suggested that the creature's peculiar legs may indicate that it is the notorious dogman. In the shadowy recesses of North American folklore, tales of a terrifying creature known as the dogman have persisted for decades. Described as a half-human, half-canine entity, the dogman is said to roam rural and wooded areas, instilling fear and fascination in those who encounter it. Eyewitness reports, spanning from the Michigan wilderness to the deep forests of the Midwest, suggest that the dogman might be more than just a legend. The first well-documented sightings of the dogman date back to the late 19th century in Michigan. In 1887, two lumberjacks in Wexford County reported seeing a creature that was part man, part dog. They described it as having a man's body but the head of a dog, with eyes that glowed eerily in the darkness. Similar sightings were reported throughout the 20th century, with witnesses consistently describing a bipedal creature with canine features. One of the most notable modern encounters occurred in 1987, when a disc jockey named Steve Cook wrote and performed a song, which recounted tales of the dogman based on alleged eyewitness reports. In 2007, a Michigan man named David Brown reported seeing a dogman while driving home late at night. He described the creature as being over 6 feet tall, with a muscular build, covered in dark fur. Brown's account was accompanied by a grainy photograph which, though unclear, showed a figure with canine features standing upright. This sighting reignited public interest and added to the growing body of evidence suggesting the dogman's existence. In addition to eyewitness accounts, physical evidence has occasionally surfaced. Unusual footprints, significantly larger than those of a normal wolf or dog, have been found in areas where sightings have occurred. These prints often show claw marks and a bipedal gait, which are inconsistent with known wildlife. In 2014, a set of tracks found near the Manistee National Forest in Michigan displayed characteristics that baffled local wildlife experts, further fueling speculation about the dogman. The 2013 Duhon photograph. A motion-activated trail camera was used to capture the photograph of Duhon, which was shot on June 29, 2013 at 8 in the morning. It is obvious that the crows in the foreground are what activated the camera, yet at a considerable distance in the rear, close to a hunting blind, there is that shadowy person standing straight. Because there are images taken a minute or two before and after the picture in question, and the person is not present in either of those photographs, it cannot be considered a play of light and shadow of any kind. Regardless of what this figure is, it is a live organism that can move about. Only a person or a Bigfoot may be associated with the figure. The shoulders are broad, and it is standing in an upright position. The plant in the front is responsible for the visual exaggeration that gives the impression of two legs that are fairly bent at the knees. The enhanced and magnified versions of the shot give the impression that there are shadows or other differentiations that represent pectoral muscles or possibly breasts. These shadows or differentiations appear to be there. It is possible that there is a luminous spot on the face of the figure, which would be exposed patches of skin on the forehead and cheeks. The figure is positioned in close proximity to a hunting blind made of wood. As a result of the blind being in the same position and having the same shape as it was when the photograph was shot, it is an ideal scale piece that may be used to determine the height of the person that is unknown. In the annals of Bigfoot lore, tales of strange encounters and mysterious sightings abound, captivating the imaginations of believers and skeptics alike. Yet amidst the countless stories of fleeting glimpses and blurry photographs, one encounter stands out as particularly compelling. The story of a man who claims to have photographed a female Bigfoot with what appeared to be a baby on its back in a remote mountain wilderness area. The story begins with a man whose identity remains shrouded in anonymity, embarking on a solo expedition into the rugged and untamed wilderness of the mountains. The man called himself Mark, but added that this wasn't his real name, as he was concerned about privacy and safety and wanted to maintain anonymity. The man claimed to have come across a mysterious creature while trekking at Wonder Mountain Wilderness, which is a region that includes Wonder Mountain in the Olympic National Forest on the Olympic Peninsula of Washington, D.C. He was walking along a small mountain trail when all of a sudden he noticed a black mass in front of him. He added that he had seen them stand on two legs and that at first he had assumed the creature to be a black bear, noting how strangely humanoid they appeared when they did so. This phenomena of people confusing black bears for Bigfoot has happened all throughout the world, especially in areas where both animals are known to live. Despite the fact that Bigfoot and black bears are clearly distinct species, there are a number of elements that can cause confusion and result in false sightings and identifications. The physical similarities between black bears and Bigfoot, especially in low light or from a distance, are one of the main causes of confusion between the two species. It can be challenging to tell the two species apart, because they are both huge bipedal mammals with dark fur, especially in poorly light or hidden areas like dense forests or heavy underbrush. But the man claimed that upon closer inspection, he was able to determine that this was unquestionably not a black bear. The man claimed that the creature in question was a female, and that it wasn't alone. Clinging to her back is what appears to be a small, juvenile Bigfoot, its fur matted and unkempt. The man said he couldn't believe what was happening, and quickly snapped a photograph with his camera, adding that it's blurry due to the fact the female Bigfoot was moving at the time the image was taken. As quickly as he sighted the creature, he said that the encounter was over almost as quickly as it began. The man observed the female Bigfoot and her young disappear back into the wilderness, saying that he was astounded by how disguised they both were, and that he would have never known they were there if he hadn't seen them. Interestingly, Bigfoot researchers have said that the dense vegetation and complex terrain of forest environments provide great opportunities for Bigfoot to conceal itself from sight, adding that thick underbrush, dense foliage, and rugged terrain can all provide natural cover and concealment for these large animals. In tests carried out by numerous Bigfoot researchers, participants were instructed to dress like Bigfoot and stand just a few meters away from the creatures in the forest. It is said that because of the dense undergrowth, it is nearly impossible to spot them, and because they are so well camouflaged against the forest's backdrop, you wouldn't even know they were there. The man said that the photographs were captured back in 2016 and added that due to the clarity and detail of the image, you can make out various details. As with many of these encounters, it would go on to capture the attention of Bigfoot enthusiasts, researchers, and skeptics alike. The photographs were analyzed by experts in the field, who said that there's no denying that this creature is a Bigfoot, adding that it can't get mistaken for a bear. For believers, it is photographs like this that represent a long-awaited breakthrough in the search for definitive proof of Bigfoot's existence. The clarity and detail of the images, combined with the corroborating testimony of the man, lend credibility to the possibility that these elusive creatures may indeed roam the remote wilderness areas of the world. Skeptics, on the other hand, remain unconvinced by these types of photographs, citing the lack of independent verification and the possibility of hoax or misidentification. Interestingly, This isn't the first time that someone has claimed to have encountered a female Bigfoot. Hikers who report encountering female Bigfoot often describe the experience as both awe-inspiring and unnerving. The sight of a large bipedal creature with dark fur or hair, humanoid features, and a distinctly feminine appearance can be a profoundly surreal and unsettling experience, leaving a lasting impression on those who witness it. One of the most striking aspects of encounters with female Bigfoot is the creature's size and physical presence. Female Bigfoot are often described as being similar in size and stature to adult Bigfoot males, with a height ranging from 6 to 8 feet tall and a robust, muscular build. Their dark fur or hair is typically described as being thick and unkempt, with a matted appearance that blends seamlessly into the surrounding wilderness environment. In addition to their physical appearance, female Bigfoot are often reported to exhibit behaviors that are both curious and cautious. Some hikers claim to have observed female Bigfoot watching them from a distance, displaying a mixture of curiosity and wariness as they observe the human intruders in their territory. Others report encounters in which female Bigfoot are seen foraging for food, caring for young, or engaging in social interactions with other members of their species. Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of encounters with female Bigfoot is the possibility of observing maternal behavior. While the details of Bigfoot's social structure and family dynamics remain largely speculative, some hikers claim to have witnessed female Bigfoot caring for young offspring, leading to speculation about the creature's biology and family life. These accounts offer tantalizing hints about the elusive creature's behavior and social structure, shedding light on the mysteries of Bigfoot's existence. Despite the compelling nature of these accounts, skeptics and critics remain skeptical of the idea of encountering female Bigfoot in the wilderness. They argue that the lack of concrete evidence, such as clear photographs, videos, or physical remains, makes it difficult to verify the authenticity of these claims. Furthermore, they point to the prevalence of hoaxes, misidentifications, and exaggerations in Bigfoot lore as reasons to approach such accounts with caution and skepticism. However, for those who have had first-hand encounters with female Bigfoot in the wilderness, the experience is often deeply profound and transformative. Whether the encounters are fleeting glimpses from a distance or up-close encounters with the creature in its natural habitat, they leave a lasting impression on those who witness them, sparking a sense of wonder, curiosity, and reverence for the mysteries of the natural world. A man has posted a mysterious photograph on social media, saying that he was watching the Yellowstone live cameras when something huge caught his attention in the distance. He described it as looking like a large humanoid, and said that he often watches the Yellowstone live cameras, and this is the first time that he's ever seen anything this big before. Due to it being humanoid in shape, he quickly decided to take a screenshot, as the Yellowstone cameras work by refreshing roughly every 30 seconds. As he scanned the live camera footage, his keen eye caught a movement in the distance, a dark shape weaving between the towering trees and dense undergrowth. At first, he dismissed it as a trick of the light or a passing animal, but as he went in for a closer look, he could tell that this wasn't the local wildlife. There, unmistakably silhouetted against the backdrop of the forest, stood a towering figure, humanoid in shape, but distinctly different from any known species. The creature's massive frame stood out, and its unmistakable outline bore a striking resemblance to the legendary Bigfoot, a creature of myth and folklore said to inhabit the remote wilderness areas of North America. The man said he wanted to capture photographic proof of the elusive creature before it vanished back into the depths of the forest, and so decided to take a screenshot. As he adjusted the focus and zoomed in on the distant figure, he marveled at its sheer size and apparent strength, dwarfing the surrounding trees with its towering stature. Oddly enough, this isn't the first time that something mysterious has been sighted inside Yellowstone National Park. In the vast and rugged wilderness of Yellowstone National Park, among the towering trees and mist-shrouded valleys, there exists a mystery that has fascinated adventurers and researchers for generations: the elusive and enigmatic creature known as Bigfoot. While skeptics may dismiss the existence of Bigfoot as mere myth or legend, a closer examination of the evidence reveals a compelling tapestry of sightings and encounters that cannot be easily explained away. For decades, reports of Bigfoot sightings in Yellowstone have emerged from the depths of the park's remote forests and rugged backcountry, drawing curious onlookers and intrepid researchers in search of answers. These sightings span a wide range of locations and circumstances, from hikers stumbling upon massive footprints in the mud to campers awakening to the eerie sound of distant howls echoing through the night. One such encounter occurred in the summer of 2019, when a group of backpackers embarked on a multi-day trek through the remote wilderness of Yellowstone's Lamar Valley. As they made their way along the rugged trails, their senses heightened by the pristine beauty of the surrounding landscape, they were suddenly struck by an overwhelming sense of unease. It began with a series of strange noises emanating from the dense undergrowth, a low, guttural growl that sent shivers down their spines and raised the hairs on the back of their necks. As they cautiously approached the source of the sound, their eyes widened in disbelief at the sight before them. A towering figure, nearly 8 feet tall and covered in dark, matted fur, standing amidst the trees. In the fading light of the setting sun, the creature's massive frame cast a long shadow across the forest floor, its piercing eyes glinting with an otherworldly intelligence. For a moment, time seemed to stand still as the backpackers and the creature locked eyes, each silently sizing up the other in a tense standoff. As the tension reached a fever pitch, the creature let out a primal roar that reverberated through the valley, sending the backpackers scrambling for safety. With adrenaline-fueled determination, they raced back along the trail, their hearts pounding in their chests as they struggled to put distance between themselves and the mysterious creature lurking in the shadows. For the backpackers and others who have encountered Bigfoot in Yellowstone, the experience leaves an indelible mark on their psyche, forever altering their perceptions of the natural world and the mysteries that lie within. While skeptics may dismiss such encounters as mere hallucinations or misidentifications of known wildlife, the sheer volume and consistency of eyewitness reports suggest otherwise. Yellowstone's vast and remote wilderness provides the perfect habitat for a creature like Bigfoot to thrive, a place where dense forests, rugged terrain, and limited human presence offer ample opportunity for elusive creatures to remain hidden from prying eyes. And while the scientific community may remain skeptical of Bigfoot's existence, the evidence continues to mount, compelling researchers and enthusiasts alike to explore the depths of the park in search of answers. As of right now, Bigfoot sightings in Yellowstone National Park offer a tantalizing glimpse into the mysteries of the natural world and the creatures that inhabit its remote corners. While skeptics may scoff at the notion of a large, humanoid creature lurking in the shadows, eyewitness accounts and compelling evidence suggest that there may be more to the legend of Bigfoot than meets the eye. Throughout the annals of history, spanning countless millennia, ancient cultures across the United States have shared tales of encounters with large humanoid creatures that roam the land. From the towering giants of Native American lore to the legendary Sasquatch of modern folklore, these stories offer a fascinating glimpse into the rich tapestry of myth and legend that has shaped the cultural landscape of the continent. For centuries, Native American tribes have passed down oral traditions that speak of encounters with giant beings who roamed the wilderness long before the arrival of European settlers. These beings, known by various names such as the Si-Te-Ka among the Paiute people of Nevada or the Hiawatha giants among the Iroquois of the Northeast, were said to possess immense size and strength, towering over ordinary humans like towering sentinels of the ancient world. One such tale comes from the legends of the Cherokee people, who speak of a race of giants known as the Yunwi Tsunsdi, or Little People, who once inhabited the mountains and forests of the southeast. According to Cherokee legend, these giants were skilled hunters and warriors who possessed supernatural abilities and wielded great power over the natural world. Similarly, the legends of the Choctaw people tell of a race of giants known as the Nalusa Falaya, or Long Black Being, who were said to inhabit the remote wilderness of the southeast. According to Choctaw tradition, these giants were fearsome creatures who stood taller than the tallest trees, their dark forms blending seamlessly with the shadows of the forest as they moved silently through the night. As European settlers began to push westward across the continent, encounters with large humanoid creatures continued to be reported, albeit under different names and guises. In the dense forests and rugged mountains of the Pacific Northwest, tales of the Sasquatch, or Bigfoot, have been a mainstay of Native American and settler lore for centuries. According to eyewitness accounts and Native American legends, Sasquatch is described as a large, ape-like creature standing between 6 and 10 feet tall, covered in dark fur and possessing immense strength and agility. While skeptics may dismiss these accounts as mere folklore or misidentifications of known wildlife, the sheer volume and consistency of eyewitness reports suggest otherwise. Indeed, sightings of Sasquatch have been reported by individuals from all walks of life, including hunters, hikers, and loggers, who claim to have encountered the creature firsthand in the remote wilderness of the Pacific Northwest. These encounters often involve fleeting glimpses of the creature darting between trees or disappearing into the underbrush, leaving behind only footprints and the lingering sense of unease. In recent years, advances in technology such as trail cameras and thermal imaging have led to an increase in the number of reported sightings and encounters with Sasquatch, as researchers and enthusiasts alike seek to unravel the mystery of this elusive creature. While definitive proof of Sasquatch's existence remains elusive, the wealth of eyewitness testimony and physical evidence suggests that there may be more to the legend than meets the eye. As of right now, the tales of encounters with large humanoid creatures in the United States are as diverse and varied as the cultures and landscapes from which they originate. From the towering giants of Native American lore to the legendary Sasquatch of modern folklore, these stories offer a fascinating glimpse into the rich tapestry of myth and legend that has shaped the cultural landscape of the continent for millennia. While skeptics may dismiss such tales as mere fantasy or exaggeration, the sheer volume and consistency of eyewitness reports suggest that there may be kernels of truth hidden within the depths of these ancient legends, waiting to be unearthed by intrepid explorers and researchers alike. A photograph shrouded in mystery recently surfaced on social media, shared by an enthusiastic amateur fossil explorer from Indonesia. The individual shared captivating details, claiming to have stumbled upon an extraordinary discovery, a colossal skull belonging to a humanoid creature. Deep within the verdant rainforests of Indonesia, amidst the thick canopy and majestic arboreal giants, resided an individual who had dedicated his entire existence to the relentless exploration of paleontology. Immersed in the captivating realm of prehistoric life, this man plunged himself into a profound understanding of the ancient world that once thrived throughout the area. With an insatiable thirst for knowledge and an unyielding enthusiasm to uncover the enigmatic tales of the Earth's bygone eras, he dedicated countless years immersed in the vast expanse of untamed wilderness. Driven by an unwavering passion, his arduous journey led him on a relentless quest to unearth fossils that held the key to unraveling the enigmatic mysteries of the ancient world. During a fateful afternoon, as he ventured further into the dense woods, he unexpectedly came across an obscured opening to a cavern, concealed beneath a protective layer of vibrant green moss-covered boulders. Upon a cursory glance, the entrance of the cave appeared almost indistinguishable, but a gut feeling compelled him to delve deeper into its unknown depths. Equipped with a sturdy flashlight that would pierce the darkness ahead, and a trusty pickaxe for any potential obstacles, he fearlessly embarked on his exploration. Exploring further into the dark and mysterious cave, the beam of his flashlight illuminated the uneven walls, creating a haunting spectacle of eerie and captivating dancing shadows. The atmosphere was heavily saturated with the earthy aroma of centuries-old soil. Undeterred, he persevered, tracing the meandering pathways that led further into the profound recesses of the cavern. As he turned the corner, the vibrant beam of his flashlight cast a revealing light on a truly remarkable spectacle. There, partially embedded within the rugged cave wall, lay an awe-inspiring and gigantic cranium that was unlike any he had encountered before. This immense skull possessed a humanoid structure, characterized by a prominent brow ridge, deeply recessed eye sockets, and a broad, flat nose. Its sheer enormity surpassed that of any known human or primate species, leaving him astounded by its size. This captivating discovery expanded his understanding of the ancient world and provided new insights into the existence of diverse and intriguing beings that were once part of our history. The man's heart pounded with a mix of excitement and disbelief. With utmost care, he meticulously chipped away at the encompassing rock, gradually revealing more of the distinct features of the skull that lay hidden. As he unraveled its secrets, it became evident that the skull belonged to a majestic creature, its formidable jawline and elongated teeth indicating a once dominant force that had freely roamed the earth. However, What truly astounded him was the baffling resemblance the skull held to the renowned Bigfoot, a legendary cryptid deeply ingrained in the tapestry of North American folklore. Displaying a mix of fear and anticipation, he cautiously picked up the skull, his hands shaking slightly. The news about his discovery rapidly circulated on various social media platforms, capturing the attention of researchers worldwide. There were individuals who, upon viewing the visual representations, held the belief that the skull could potentially serve as a crucial connecting piece between humans and an unfamiliar species belonging to the hominid family. Despite the ongoing debates surrounding the discovery, it has undeniably sparked a revitalized fascination with the exploration of cryptids and enigmatic creatures across the globe. The discovery marked the pinnacle of his lifelong pursuit of both knowledge and thrill. Driven by an insatiable curiosity for paleontology, he fearlessly embarked on an expedition deep into the Indonesian rainforest. Little did he know that what awaited him would not only defy scientific limits, but also stretch the boundaries of human imagination. For this passionate explorer, the journey unfolded as a grand adventure that went far beyond his wildest dreams. His lifelong dedication and laborious efforts had culminated in a moment of extraordinary epiphany, a moment that unraveled the enigmatic secrets of Earth's history, manifested in the discovery of a skull bearing an uncanny resemblance to the legendary creature known as Bigfoot. Currently, there is a lively ongoing debate surrounding the interpretation of this particular skull. Many experts and enthusiasts are engaged in analyzing and discussing its characteristics, as it appears to diverge from the typical primate specimens found in the region. Moreover, the sheer size of the skull raises questions about its affiliation with the human species. Oddly enough, Indonesia is no stranger to mysterious creatures. Nestled deep amidst the lush and impenetrable rainforests of the Indonesian island of Sumatra lies a mysterious and elusive creature, widely referred to as the orang pendek. Known for its enigmatic nature, this cryptid has managed to evade scientific scrutiny, captivating the curiosity and fascination of both intrepid explorers and dedicated researchers alike. The orang pendek, known as the short person or little man in Indonesian, is deeply ingrained in the folklore of the indigenous inhabitants of Sumatra. Throughout countless generations, the locals have passed down captivating tales of a diminutive bipedal creature that dwells within the secluded forests of the island. The orang pendek stands at a modest height of around 4 to 5 feet, boasting a coat of reddish-brown fur that drapes its body. Its physical attributes resemble those of a human, further adding to its mystique. As an integral component of Sumatran mythology, the orang pendek captivates the imagination and curiosity of both locals and outsiders alike, inspiring a profound fascination with its existence and significance. The legends surrounding the orang pendek frequently portray it as a mystical entity that safeguards the forest, possessing a remarkable knack for evading human detection. These tales often recount the intriguing encounters experienced by local villagers, shedding light on the elusive nature of the creature and highlighting its possible role as a guardian of the rainforest. In these stories, the orang pendek is described as a sentient being with a profound connection to the natural world, embodying the spirit of the wilderness and manifesting an inherent wisdom that surpasses the comprehension of mere mortals. The earliest documented reports regarding the orang pendek can be traced back to the colonial era, dating back to a time when European explorers and naturalists ventured into the untamed wilderness of Sumatra. One such explorer was Alfred Russel Wallace, a well-known naturalist from the 19th century who is renowned for his co-discovery of the theory of evolution by natural selection. During his extensive travels throughout the region, Wallace encountered local individuals who shared intriguing accounts of the orang pendek. According to their descriptions, this creature resembled a short, humanoid being with strong ape-like characteristics. In addition to its physical attributes, the orang pendek exhibited remarkable agility and intelligence, making it a fascinating subject of study for Wallace and other researchers. In the years that ensued, a multitude of reports concerning the orang pendek circulated, recounting sightings and interactions with the elusive creature. These documented encounters were recounted by a range of individuals, including explorers, missionaries, and local residents. What stood out about these accounts was their consistent description of a creature that displayed unique behaviors and physical attributes, setting it apart from any known primate species endemic to the region. The orang pendek, a mysterious creature, captivates the attention of cryptozoologists and researchers due to its enigmatic nature. Numerous modern expeditions conducted in Sumatra have provided a wealth of reported sightings and first-hand encounters with this intriguing entity. Witnesses consistently depict the orang pendek as a diminutive primate that stands upright, displaying an astonishing level of intellect and nimbleness. In certain instances, there have been instances where footprints supposedly belonging to the orang pendek have been gathered. These footprints depict a creature that walks on two legs and possesses a lengthened foot that closely resembles that of a human. This distinct feature is characterized by a flexible mid-tarsal joint, setting it apart from other primates known to inhabit the same area. The orang pendek has been the subject of numerous eyewitness accounts, with witnesses often expressing a profound sense of awe and amazement, coupled with an overpowering sensation of being in close proximity to a highly intelligent creature. These encounters have not only captured the attention of the scientific community, but have also reignited their curiosity, leading researchers to contemplate the existence of a previously unknown primate species known as the orang pendek. This phenomenon has prompted scientists to delve deeper into the possibility of this elusive creature's existence, conducting thorough investigations and exploring the potential implications it may have for our understanding of the natural world. If concrete evidence were to emerge supporting the existence of the orang pendek, a creature believed to inhabit the remote forests of Sumatra, Indonesia, it would undoubtedly have far-reaching scientific consequences. The validation of this elusive creature's existence would not only shatter our current understanding of primate evolution, but also challenge our preconceived notions about species distribution and the extent of undiscovered biodiversity. The remarkable finding of the orang pendek has the potential to provide valuable insights into the intricate processes of adaptation and survival within the lush rainforests of Sumatra. This enigmatic creature's distinctive physical attributes and behavioral patterns offer intriguing hints regarding the strategies employed by a diminutive bipedal primate to not only survive but flourish in the face of the numerous challenges posed by its demanding habitat. Furthermore, the existence of the orang pendek holds significant ecological implications that extend beyond its own species. This enigmatic creature serves as a potential custodian of the rainforest, highlighting the intricate interconnection between different organisms and ecosystems. To effectively conserve the natural wonders of Sumatra, it becomes imperative to delve deeper into the orang pendek's ecological role and recognize the utmost significance of preserving its habitat. By thoroughly understanding the orang pendek's ecological contributions, conservation initiatives in Sumatra can reap tremendous benefits. The orang pendek, an elusive creature said to inhabit the Indonesian island of Sumatra, remains a fascinating puzzle that perplexes even the most knowledgeable scientists. Despite skeptics labeling it as mere myth and folklore, there is a school of thought that firmly believes in the existence of the enigmatic orang pendek, offering a thought-provoking exploration into the depths of our natural world. The orang pendek, often described as a small upright primate, defies easy classification and has eluded scientific scrutiny. The accounts of sightings recorded throughout history, along with the solid physical evidence in the form of casts made from footprints, as well as the numerous experiences shared by modern witnesses, all contribute significantly to the captivating possibility that the orang pendek is far more than a mere mythical creature. Should its existence be officially confirmed, it would not only expand our current understanding of primate diversity and evolution, but also challenge the prevailing assumptions we hold about cryptids. Moreover, it would serve as a remarkable testament to the enduring beauty and marvels that exist within the natural world. In the grand scheme of things, whether the orang pendek remains relegated to the realm of legend or gains recognition as a distinct species, its legendary status stands as an enduring testament to the vast and uncharted territories that still exist on our planet. The allure of the unknown is a powerful force, perpetuated by the existence of this enigmatic creature. With the lush rainforests of Sumatra as its habitat, the orang pendek will forever symbolize the mysteries waiting to be unraveled, captivating the hearts and minds of adventurers and researchers alike.